For 6 years already, the IDF is holding a giant military drill where the whole IDF practices together. Throughout the 5 last years, they were practicing military scenarios, terror scenarios, things that we hear about a lot in the news. But this year, we're actually practicing, the IDF is practicing the scenario of an earthquake. Now, we are told here that this, of course, we hope, all God willing, it won't happen. But yes, according to statistics, this may happen. We are here next to a demolished building. We're talking about a school. And the main thing, of course, is to be ready and prepared.
The scenario is an earthquake that has occurred in Israel. We had 2 big earthquakes over here. One was 5 and the other was one about 7 and Richter scale. We had a tsunami also, a big wave that hit Tel Aviv area. And what we are doing now is taking care of the situation. We are here now in one of the areas which in a school with children has collapsed. And rescue teams arrived in order to try to assess and to save life under the rubble.
Now, this is already the 6th year that the IDF is holding this giant IDF drill, but this time it's not talking about war, not talking about terror, rather about natural disasters. How would you define the difference? What kind of different atmosphere maybe, or operationally, what is the difference?
The huge difference that it's in a surprise. We don't know when we'll have an earthquake over here in Israel. The second big difference is that all the damage is happening in seconds. In 1 minute, all the damage happens. So it's a big difference between a war situation to this situation. It's a big drill for the first time over here in Israel, and we are working with all the organizations together, the emergency organization, the local authorities, and with the population in order to exercise ourselves and to prepare ourselves for this state that might happen over here in Israel.
Now, as you mentioned, in the real scenario, God forbid, it will be a surprise. Here it's not. We knew the date. So how are you challenging the forces on the field?
It will be a surprise. Of course, when you're doing such an exercise, it's not a surprise. But we are doing as if it wasn't a surprise. So you won't see here the reserves because they didn't arrive yet. They will arrive soon, but they didn't arrive. It takes time to bring all the power and to take care of the situation. The first thing is really to understand where are the needs and to assess the situation. And the meantime, to work as fast as possible to try and to save life. This is our main purpose in the first 2 or 3 days. And then we'll have, of course, other issues to take care with all the organizations.
When you're working in such a really terrible scenario, what are your hopes, your feelings?
I hope that in a real scenario we'll be better prepared. We'll be able to prepare our population in advance, because we understand that if the population will be ready and will do the necessary things, we can reduce the number of casualties, and this is what we want to achieve with our population. With the organizations, we want to be better prepared, to know how to work together in synergy, and this is what we are trying to do from the cabinet level until the level of the last soldiers, officers, and everyone who works in the scene.